Hey, good morning. It's complicated. Just call me Kay. I'm gonna try this again. Today it is Friday, July the 19th. As in my last video, I explained that, oh my God, I'm pretty much trying to get back in the swing of things as far as my workouts, my runs, especially my running. I know that I wanted to be a part of a 5K around this summer, or during this time, but because of, I guess, snags, I guess, in my health and all that type of stuff, that I pretty much didn't do that. But yesterday's run, it was more of a walk, and I felt like I was dying. I had to sit down a few times and just be able to, see if I would make it. And so I'm gonna try to do it again. This time around, I did drink enough water. I think I drank enough water the day before yesterday's run, but not quite. But I pretty much made sure I drink enough water yesterday and today. I had like a little fruit smoothie a few moments ago, so to kind of give me some energy, because I would say yesterday my stomach was growling and just wasn't, I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna make it on this run, or I'm gonna pass out, and some kind stranger may have to lift me up and and call an ambulance. But right now it's 9:56. The temperature is like 72 degrees. It's still kind of slight humid. I'm not going to try to go hard or whatever today, but I'm just gonna probably just take it kind of easy still, like I did yesterday, just but still not so easy to the point where nothing's really happening. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this run. But I would say after the run, I just want to really talk about something. Right now I'm just kind of walking, just to kind of it's a warm up. But it is unusually humid, but I think it's because of the monsoon season that we're in right now, and we're getting a little bit more rain, which is great. Last year seemed to be more, I guess last year seemed to be drier than this year, so I'm grateful for that. But it's a topic that I really want to talk about. That's a lot of things I like to talk about, but and they're probably gonna be, of course, a little spirituality mixed in with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to do this run, walk, whatever, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Right now, I've just been walking. I'm not in the mood to run this heat and this humidity right now. And normally I would kind of beat myself up over it, but I'm like, look, it's been pretty much 3 months since I've ran due to health reasons, and I'm not going to try to do something that I know that my body is not able to do. And even if I tried, I don't want to pass out or whatever and then set myself back probably a month or so, or maybe longer. So I'm just gonna walk, and while I'm walking, I'm just going to just record this video right now. Don't be surprised if you see me. Oh my goodness, a dog just hanging out the window like it's about to fall. I'm like, okay. I think I have a few things I want to talk about, but I don't want to make this out to be a very long, drawn video. But I want to talk about I guess, my status as a family member in my family. I want to talk about, I guess, the election season, and I may want to, I guess, spirituality gonna be thrown in the mix of all of that. And there was something else I thought about, I guess, friendships and things of that nature. Excuse me if you see me spitting, my bad. First thing I want to talk about is my family status. I'm not trying to start the video depressing or whatever, but it is what it is, and I know that a lot of people probably are in the same situation that I'm in, that basically I'm kind of going through, I guess, a bit of estrangement from my family. And to me, mainly, I would say it's involuntarily. I feel like it really wasn't caused by myself, but my family. I mean, just thinking and things of that nature. I don't know. I will just give you a little background. I'm the second youngest out of 7. It's 6 girls, which are, my sisters, and then I have a brother who's the oldest. And between me and the youngest and then the older siblings, there's a big age gap. So that's one thing that kind of, I guess, helped out in this situation. But however, growing up, I would say my family was really dysfunctional and toxic. I mean, we can play a good act when it came to holidays, if everybody came together, everybody acting like we're happy and, oh yeah, but underneath that rug or in that closet, we got a whole bunch of skeletons, things we don't want to talk about. And people do know it, they know. I even know. I would say I knew as a kid something wasn't great. And I know people say don't talk about the dead or anything like that, but at the end of the day, I feel like we got to learn from the past. We got to learn what mistakes were made so we don't keep repeating them. We got to uncover these secrets so families can start healing, because that can pass down generation to generation based on our mental health, based on our emotions, which, of course, kind of, I ain't gonna say kind of, influence our decisions. And nobody can say that online, because that's the truth. I mean, I feel like a lot of my decisions were based on how I felt at the time. My emotional health, my mental health, hell, how I was treated, in the physical, from my, environment. Whether it's family, familiar environment, school, work, etc. Just the environment, period. But anyways, the reason I mention that, I feel like my mom, I can talk about it because she was the matron of the family. And I will say that it was a lot of gossip in the family and things of that nature. And my mom, she was right in the middle of it. And people are like, don't talk about your mom and all this type of stuff. But in a sense, she was the leader. It was going to decide whether to bring the family together or break us apart. So as a child, all the way up to my teenage years, I noticed that. I mean, I remember one memory I had when I was staying with one of my sisters, and it was the other family members, other sisters, or whoever, including my mom. Well, you know, it was part of a gathering. And, you know, everybody was talking loud. Like everything was cool, you know. And soon as one of my sisters left, next thing you know, I'm just hearing the gossip about her. She thinks she did da 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 da. And this was coming from my mom. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you talking about your daughter, your oldest child, like she's shit, you know? And mind you, in my opinion, she was doing good at the time. Do I agree with all her decisions and things of that nature? No. But overall, I would say when people needed help financially, they went to her. So now, fast forward to the present, it's like nobody's close. And I would have to say, maybe I'm not close to him. I don't know. I always kind of got the sense that, you know, I was the black sheep. No matter how well I did at home, being a respectful child, you know, doing well or excelling in school, doing well at home, it was like, it was not good enough. And I learned years later, nothing was going to be good enough. Oh my God, I'm going up an incline. Whew. So if I'm talking a little slower, please forgive me. So, and I'm trying to walk slower. Oh my God. But anyways, so I would say this is how the estrangement happened. First of all, growing up, we weren't really close. I didn't see my sisters all the time growing up. They didn't come and visit me, you know, my youngest, including my brother. And I always kind of felt a little bit sad about that. Fast forward, going to college in the same city. It was like, if I didn't say nothing to nobody gonna call. Well, they don't know whether if I'm dead or alive, you know? And then fast forward from there, in the military, I tried to call. I tried to, you know, just try to keep up. You know, call my sisters, hey, how you doing? Yada, yada. It may not have been all the time, you know, because busy. But that wasn't really reciprocated. So I was like, at one point I was like, man, fuck this. I'm tired of being the only one that's calling or whatnot, and then later on texting or something. And nobody, you know, reciprocated. Nobody called. Hey, how you doing? Just checking on you. Nothing. Whew. Seems like it's getting steeper. So, fast forward, you know, of course, being in the military, you move, you're this and that and the other. Even on Facebook, during social media, if I posted something, I barely got a response. I'm like, dang. These hoes don't want to talk to me. or anything. Like, they have zero interest in my life. And mind you, I'm the youngest, or the second youngest. Whew. Let me take me a break. Okay, I'm back. Oh my God, I had to go up. It's like this long ass incline. I'm like, damn, I found some shade. I feel like I'm in the Garden of Eden, I guess you could say. It's like cool and shade. I hope they don't try, nobody see me and try to run me off. Get off our ground or whatever. But yeah, where I was at. Oh yeah, so I'm trying to remember right now. I guess I should have checked before I started recording. I'm like, so basically it's like fast forward in military, like nobody wasn't calling or anything, even though I called. And I mean, that's including my mom, you know. It's like, dude. And then after the military, you know, of course, you know, still moving and things of that nature. You know, I'm the one calling, sending pictures. Oh, look at this. Even on Facebook, it's like, if I posted things on Facebook, nobody was trying to respond or like. Which right now I'm really not on Facebook, to be honest. I made an account for my business, but it's like, dude, even family members ain't trying to support that. So I was like, you know what, I might end up closing it down, to be honest. But anyways, so basically, make a long story short, at one point, I think I was in the military. I just decided, no, I'm just done. I'm putting all this effort and energy to try to, and mind you, I'm in the military, so I could have been deployed and I probably won't be existing right now, you know, on Earth. So, like, but nobody, like, we don't give a damn. So I just decided not to say anything. I just like, dude. And, you know, nobody, I guess people responded, unfortunately, the way I thought, with a non-response. Like, they don't want to talk or anything like that. So I just decided. And then I always say the last time when I went home when my mom was alive, and it was for a good time, not for funerals and whatever. I mean, I came home, my oldest sister was there, and she was already with the shits. I'm like, dang, I'm sitting here already stressed, you know, raising 2 kids by myself with zero support. And my kids were like really young at that time. And then waking up early in the morning, their hair wasn't combed. We weren't looking all fancy and fly on a, you know, getting ready for a 6 o'clock flight. So once we made it, it wasn't no, hey, we miss you, how you doing? You know, like I said, my family is dysfunctional and toxic. And it was like, as soon as she walked in the door, why your kids' hair ain't combed? Why this and why this and da 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 da. I'm like, man, back on, I'm like, bitch, can you, I'm like, yeah, you want to comb their hair? Comb their hair. Already talking about the criticism, already criticizing and stuff. That's why I'm like, dude, that's why, I mean, honestly, a lot of my family members, I just really don't like. My kids don't like them. They're like, no, we don't want to be around them. And I didn't blame them. I didn't want to be around them too. Shit. I was like, okay, so no good morning, I love you, no, I miss you, we haven't seen you in a long time, let me help you out because I know you've been busy and stressed and going through hell and high water right before you left the military. It was just already acting like a bitch. I'm like, dude, can you, I mean, it's like, and she been like that forever. I'm like, dude, it's like, and honestly, I really don't care if any of them see this video. This is how I truly feel. And I guess because now, I would say back then I was more of a pushover. Now I will say it to their face, you know. So anyways, now right now I just don't talk to them. If I need help, it's like, dude, it's like I don't want to ask because it's like they're not my family no more, which is kind of sad. And I'm like, because it's either the criticism, and then you got the bully, then you got the liar in the family, the favorite. It's like, I don't trust none of them. I mean, as a family, we had like land back in East Texas that my mom never told me nothing. She told my younger sister stuff, because I guess my younger sister was the favorite. And I didn't know nothing about no land or anything. And then once I found out about it and kind of brought myself into the picture about trying to get this land back, it was so much secrecy and nobody wasn't communicating. To me, it's like a joke. How many people it takes to lose land? I guess 7 of us. So, well, of course we lost it because it was just too much BS. Nobody couldn't get together. Nobody couldn't talk. It was too many people wanted to be the chiefs instead of the regular, just the followers. Nobody wanted to. It's like, dude, I said, you know what? We didn't even deserve it. We didn't even deserve it because how we were just acting. And then you got one sister talking about, oh, my mom came to a dream. And I'm like, dude, that's like, I don't want to talk to him no more. I mean, almost all of them. I'm like, dude, this is nuts. So basically, you already trying to put that favoritism spin on it. Oh, my mama talked to me. I'm like, oh my God. And she want me to do this and she want us to do that. It's like, it's just so immature. I just like, F it. And went on about my life. And which was really sad because this land was like historical. I think my great, maybe another extra great granddad purchased the land, and he was like philanthropic, donated to, I guess, Raleigh College. I guess the same college that the movie that Denzel Washington and the Debaters, that movie, The Debaters, I think that's what it was called. It came out some years ago. I think that's the same college that my great granddad donated to, and all this type of stuff. So it was like a lot of land, but of course we fucked it over and we ended up losing it, which to me honestly was no surprise because nobody really couldn't get together and come up with a plan and strategy or nothing. It was just too much secrecy and manipulation and just a lot of crap. But yeah, right now, I guess with all that being said, I am estranged from my family. And I'm kind of like the black sheep. But honestly, am I unhappy about it? I would say no. I'm disappointed because I feel like being the big family that we are, we could be doing a lot more. We could be doing, I can't say a lot more because we're not doing anything, to be honest. It's like people are still living in the past and things of that nature. I pretty much moved on from the past and all that type of stuff. I've forgiven my mom, forgiven everybody else, but at the same time, I know who I'm dealing with. So, and I guess that's a great way to kind of segue into friendships. And I know a lot of people say, I guess, ooh, you don't have a lot of friends, or you don't have no friends, something must be wrong with you. And I guess once I had my spiritual awakening and things like that nature, I felt like purposely I kind of been set aside, you know what I'm saying? I would say the military, I guess early on in the military, I didn't have that many friends. I was bullied, right? Because I was confused. I had like zero self-esteem. Didn't have that much confidence or anything in myself. Leaving from a narcissistic, toxic family, going to a narcissistic ex-spouse at the time, which I haven't been married in God knows how long. And, in that environment, you really never gotten a chance to have a parent that built your self-esteem, built your confidence, but basically worked on kind of tearing it down. So I was like out here with the sharks. So I will say that, and I had a few friends, but didn't find out later that they were fake friends. But I would say later on in the military, you know, I gained some friends and things like this. So I know I was capable of having friendships and stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we just kind of moved apart or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and start walking again because I'm ready to get to my car. Good Lord, that felt good though. I'm gonna stay in the shade as long as I can. But yeah, so, and it seemed like once I started to get some help, as far as counseling and stuff, therapy, and started gaining my confidence. And that's another thing too. When you're in a toxic family and you're kind of like the scapegoat in that family, or the black sheep, you really don't know yourself. And I would say for years, I did not know myself. And so if I didn't know myself, how can I have the confidence? How can I have the self-esteem if I didn't know myself? And this is not knowing myself in my elementary and grade school years. This was 20s and part of my 30s. I'm like, dang, because I always thought about that. I'm like, I really don't know myself. Therefore, if I didn't know myself, how can I truly be real with others? You know what I'm saying? So I really couldn't attract the friendships that would have been positive and healthy. Whew. But jeez, it is hot and humid. But anyways, so now fast forward, I know myself, my confidence is up, my self-esteem is up, I'm a positive and optimistic person, and I believe I do have a good heart. And I look back and I'm like, damn, if like 75% of the world, or at least the community, is all fucked up, why am I so upset about not having so many friends? Because I look back, I'm like, damn. And I'm like, I know a religion and other people be like, well, if you don't have that many friends, it must be a you problem. Which I can see that's partially true. But at the same time, it's like, dude, it's not that many great people in the world. And at the same time, it's a lot of people that's confused, probably as I was, and still am, you know, as far as who they are, learning their talents, things of that nature. So I'm like, honestly, I would say before my spiritual awakening, I was always looking on the outside. I'm like, why nobody want to be my friend? People say I'm a nice person, but yet the friendships that I have or had, normally it was toxic. Then I go to church, and then the people around church looking at you funny, judging you by how you look, how you dress, how you talk, your education, a lot of things. to the point it made me feel like something was wrong with me, because even though I was just so confused, I couldn't reconcile that. Now I'm a spiritual person, which means find love within, find the light within, and show that love, show that light to the outside. And I have to say, I love myself. I enjoy my own company. I'm not looking for that outside validation, because I enjoy myself. And I would say, if this was 10 years ago, I wouldn't be putting no videos out on YouTube, because I'd be so scared of what people would think about me. I'll probably would think I was worthless because I didn't have a view. And then when you really think about it, and all, I guess realistically, it's all about the algorithms. How many videos you put out, trying to get that person's attention. And it takes time to grow. But the me 10 years ago wouldn't thought so. And then also, of course, if you had a lot of friends or acquaintances, peers, if I'm not clear, I apologize. I'm walking up this hill. Then, it'd probably be a little easier. But still, so yeah, I really enjoy my own company. Back then, I really didn't. I was introverted, so I preferred my own company. But did I really enjoy it? No, not really. Whew. I gotta sit down for a second. I am so out of shape. Oh my God. I would have been done with this walk a long time ago. Oh my goodness. And I'm not that far away from my car. Whew. And I'm sweating. Whew. Let me breathe. Whew. Okay. I can say I'm pretty much done. Was it still on pause? Oh my God. So that little walk did not count. Let me resume. Might as well pause it now. I'm sitting down. Oh my God. Anyway, sorry about that. But I have my shoes off. I'm like, put my feet on the ground and just do some grounding, I guess you can say. And hug my tree. Hug my tree. I ain't never hugged no tree. I'm like, dude, I do believe in that. But yeah, I'm like, you can see, yes, I am sweating. It's this humidity. Oh my God. Oh, my other, you see my eyes. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just tired. I ain't tired. I just, whew, I need to get back in shape. But yeah, so I really do enjoy my own company. I really do. Not saying that in some type of narcissistic way or anything like that, because I seem like I always look for some type of outside validation before. Ooh, I don't have a man right now. Ooh, I don't have all these friends. It seemed like, as I mentioned earlier, but I forgot to go into it, it seemed like God, universe, kind of basically set me, I guess, isolate me in a sense. It's like, okay, we're gonna put you here in New Mexico. You'll have this job that eventually you'll lose, and I don't have the motivation to move, because moving is a lot of work, and then moving my kids from one place and then moving them again. I'm like, I didn't want to do that. So, and then I would say last year, it got to the point where I stopped watching TV, and this wasn't done on purpose for me. It just seemed like they just happened. I stopped. I was on Twitter. I think I went viral like once or twice. I closed my Twitter account. I was watching a lot of TV. I stopped watching TV. You know, social media. I started kind of doing Instagram a lot, as far as more lurking than anything, and I stopped. And it was like I couldn't do nothing else but just go within. I guess that's how my spiritual awakening really started to kick in. And during that time, you know, I started setting boundaries. I started, you know, really getting to know who I am, and I'm still learning about who I am. You know, what I will tolerate, what I will not tolerate. And then now it's like, as far as friendships, I'm not out there like, I need a friend, and try to hustle and all that just to get some friends. Like, collecting some Mario coins or whatever. I'm like, now it's more like curated. I'm like, okay, I like to have friends, but I want more in spiritual community. I want friends that, I don't care what color or gender or whatever, you know. I want friends that love animals. I want friends that, you know, love nature, spiritual, love people, you know, that type of thing. Positive, doing things with their life, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah. And then as far as having a relationship, I'm like, dude, it's like, honestly, it's not like, I'm not even sure if I really want a relationship or not. I really don't know, because my peace is so priceless that I don't want to just get with somebody. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my read game, as far as reading people, seeing through people, I was really good at it. You know, even when I went against it, something was always telling me there was a wrong decision. But now, being more spiritual and things, I'm like, it's scary sometimes. That's all I can say. And I just be like, you know what? I'm living life, but if I find somebody that, you know, that's basically what I need and want, they'll just be the icing on the cake, you know. But I don't want to get married. Marriage is not on the horizon. I really don't. This, that, and four. So yeah, that's more about the friendship and the family thing. I might make a separate video as far as politics and things of that nature, or I might make one right now, but just post this a separate video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go home. I'm gonna get out this heat, drink some water, and, you know, get ready to, you know, finish my day. So if you like the content, I appreciate it if you share, subscribe, like, support your girl, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.